The emotion will come and go. Knowledge must prevail. So when it comes to emotion, be careful and talk as emotionally. Allow it. Then after that emotion goes away, or while being emotional, you know you are emotional. Or else what will happen is that life will be split. So knowing emotion, allowing emotion will make you to grow out of emotion. Whereas knowing emotion, not allowing to express the emotion, will make you split. At the present day, people have become split, more psychological issues. Because everybody almost knows their emotion. Earlier, many people did not know emotion. If you talk to your grandparents, many emotions they do not know. In fact, in their life, what is sense of loss, they do not know. And only one thing is called sense of loss, that is called death. And that is natural, they accept it, there was no choice. And in that sense of loss, everybody was a part of it. So the sense of loss was mainly physical. There is nothing called mental sense of loss in the case of our grandparents. Please understand. Nowadays, a child has got sense of loss. Either single parents, and later on same child grows up, boyfriend, girlfriend, sense of loss. And life is nothing, only full of sense of loss. In short, now everybody knows emotions, but don't have guts, courage, strength to express. Can you see this point? When you have been beaten up in different occasions, differently, I think I need to go to for recording.
Recording in progress.
So when you have been beaten up in different way, differently, definitely you will not be able to express your emotions either. So that means what? Emotion, you know, there is emotion, you are aware of it. But because you are neither able to express nor able to resolve, then what happens? The person becomes a split person. Nowadays, that's why most of the people developing psychological problem, because they don't get opportunity to express intelligently. Please understand, we all express through the depression. And of course with all our tantrum behavior. But there the expression is not being done intelligently. It is more impulsive expression. That's why the person strengthens one's own psychological behavior. That's why it is equally important for all of us to allow the emotion, being aware of it, grow out of it. In fact, that is what I do, and I really love this aspect. Be aware of it, being aware of it, allow it, and must grow out of it carefully. How and why? You can see this point. When we look at especially life, some way or other, life is full of emotions. In fact, this is what our topic comes, Vasana. From verse number now comes Vasana. And some of the sadhus, they say, Vasana kshaya eva mukti. Not jnanat eva mukti. the technical term they use. Yes, you have knowledge. You know you are Brahman, you are Atman. No doubt in it. But your vasanas, your vasana means insert impressions, emotions, takes over. The best example we use, the example of the king, as you know better, the example goes like this. This is a traditional example. That there was a war. Somehow, the king, the queen, and the prince escaped through a tunnel from the kingdom. And meanwhile, the opposition, the enemy, took over and they looked for the king and queen. And in the process, both king and queen were killed. But somehow, the prince escaped. Nobody knew how it happened, what happened. And due course of time, the prince was growing, and slowly the enemy who was ruling the kingdom became weaker. But there was a minister who was very loyal to the king, previous king. He also continued as a minister to protect the country. So when time came, he thought of how to reach the kingdom. And he knew very well the prince is alive. And he discovered the prince was none other than a professional beggar. Because while escaping, the enemy party tried to attack. This big boy, somehow they pushed it, God knows where, and out of survival, this fellow started begging. And slowly that person has become a professional beggar and grown up. Let us say 20-25-year-old person, a professional beggar. So can beg very well, can get anything and everything by begging. Now in due course of time, this minister approached and he looked at all these things, prince symptoms and everything, said, look, you are the prince. You have to come with me. And he was reluctant to come because he had his own life. Already he has lived his life, enjoying his life. Why to come to become a king? For no reason. But when they requested, so he didn't have any other choice, he comes back to the palace. Stays few days, of course feels very suffocated. And one day, he was going in palanquin, like in a royal way. And he discovered there is some, celebrations going on. They are distributing laddus, sweets. Some people are struggling, this and that. Do you know what he did? At no time, he jumped out of the palanquin and managed the crowd, got the sweet from the crowd. Because he's a professional, he was a professional, he knows how to negotiate, get it, and he got it. And all of them got shocked. Hey, what's going on? You are a king, okay? You cannot afford to do it. But later on he said, what can I do? This is my vasana. I have lived the life of a beggar so long. How can I get rid? Then that's why the nearby always there will be a minister, like how the bodyguard and all these things. Even if you want to go somewhere, no, you cannot, you understand? So there was always a minister was appointed next to him. Look, anywhere and everywhere you to go, I will accompany you. Unless I go and check, you cannot go anywhere. So as it happens in the case, as it happened in the case of this prince, same thing also, the prince knew that I am king. In fact, he was enjoying kingly status. But once in a while, vasana takes over. Not that when vasana takes over, he should have regret. Oh, what people will think, what is to be done, how to go about it. Oh, that means you don't have knowledge. Because more you try to think what people will think, what people will not think, that more you have doubt about yourself, about the knowledge. That's why, okay, then you can say it's the best language, you said, so I don't care, that's why I don't bother about anybody. That is more dangerous, okay? So if you do what you want, let me do also what I want. Will you like it? Starting with, instead of 1 hour class, I'll take 2 hours class. What you will do? At least nowadays, Swami says 1 hour, actually stops in 50 minutes, sometimes 45 minutes. Appa. Suppose 1 hour, 1.5 hours, then after that your leg will start paining. I'm sure you'll mute the videos and finally tomorrow when I class is there, 50% will be dropped, okay? Swamiji, please. We have some work, okay? What I'm highlighting here is that these emotions to be looked at, expressed and handled. And if that is not done, definitely there will be issue. With this background, let us look at least one verse, okay? Please. ज्ञान्ते वस्तुन्यपि बलवति वासनादिरेसा कर्ता भुक्ताप्यहमिति दृढ़ा यास्य संसार हेतुः प्रत्यग्दृष्ट्यात्मनि निवसता सापनेया प्रयत्नात् मुक्तिं प्राहुस्तरिह मुनयो वासनातानवं यत् very good. Says beautifully that one should work on to remove that to prayatnat, putting effort consciously. What to remove? Vasanas. Till what? As long as a small part of vasana that is there, complete destruction of the vasana, complete resolution, resolve. Because why? Because of which only mukti, the liberation, is being literally enjoyed. And why? He says, tat vasana kshayateva Iha munaya prahu. This is what the munaya means, the sages, the contemplative people, they declare, they say, this is called liberation. Why and how? Says beautifully. Gyate vasthuni api. Even though the vastu is known. So vastu means the truth. That I am Brahman, I am Atman. Balavati vasana iti. So vasana, the impressions, we had given very good definition long back on vasanas. I forgot because those days, because I think we should try to recollect all these definitions and make a dictionary on it, which will really be useful technical words. We should work on. In fact, somebody has done already doing thing, but let us, if we can pick up from that thread and carry forward so that we don't have to waste more time what the person has already done it, okay? Maybe some things, actually one person called Rajiv Malhotra. So he has now done the good work he's doing. In fact, some of the definitions he now highlights that, like for example, Aj Puja Swami used to use this methodology of teaching, so now he's highlighting, marketing that aspect. Danam, I might have noticed Puja Swamiji never use the word Danam means charity. Never. So he will explain what is Danam and he will use the word Danam all the time. That is what all our group, we don't use English translation so quickly unless there is something. So this is very nice. In fact, I am told that Rajiv Malhotra has done something. Maybe you should look at, and also some technical things we should think of and adding it. However, because I remember long back I had given a very good definition on Vasana, not only mere impressions. We went very elaborately. I completely lost that. Now I am not able to recollect that. However, Vasana Balavati iti. So Balavati means it's very powerful. So Vasana is feminine, so that's why Balavati. So that means what? Again emotion, okay? Femininity. So Vasana Balavati. Why it is Balavati? He says, look, Anadi Esha. It is not created in time. Don't think. As Atma, as you, as the Jnana is Anadi, beginningless. So also Vasana also is beginningless. Since when this Vasana came, nobody can say. So if it is Anadi, you think it will go so away? So it will go away so quickly, so easily? It is exactly like, look, how? You are thirsty. You come to home. And there is, in especially summer, so hot, there is a lassi called Rishikesh lassi, okay? I don't want to tell the party name, okay? Okay, I can tell, no? In Rishikesh there is one shop called Papu lassi. It's worth going and trying, okay? Now they have increased price a lot. This time I went there again, okay? So I don't miss that. That is our bad habit those days, okay? We had developed. We started some 2 rupees, I think. 1 rupee, I think 1 rupee onwards we have started with him. So anyway, however, so there is a lassi means, okay, like yogurt, sweetened yogurt, frozen, on the top there is a cream, some cashew nut, and all these things put together. And of course, if there is a mango pulp inside, nicely kept in the fridge and kept it. You are thirsty, okay? Hungry, so hot, stomach also hot. You know yogurt will settle down everything, unless you have problem. That's another point, okay? Now when you come to your home, there is this thing in front of you in a transparent, very good glass. That too big size, okay, not small one. Now you are about to take your wife, your husband, children, or whoever. They stop you. No. Don't take. You get really angry. What is this nonsense? No, actually one lizard had fallen down. So this is the knowledge, okay? A lizard has fallen down. Definitely, even if you are about to drink, you will not. You will keep it. Instantly you will keep it there. But after a few minutes you did not have any water, nothing you have. Imagine. Thirst and hunger is increasing. Now this fellow is standing next to you. What will happen to you? Will you start thinking or not? Hey, lizard fell and they have removed. What is going to happen? You may not go. Again you will take your hand next to it, that not. Again mind says, no. Maybe I can dilute it. Remember, because you don't have any other water, there is no other thing. Suppose if you have water and other things, no problem, okay? You are not able to quench your thirst or nor hunger. But this fellow is next to you, available in front of you. Will your mind and hand go next to it many times or not? At least few times or not? This is called Vasana. So here what is Vasana? This is external vasana with reference to food. Here vasana says, karta bhokta api aham iti. I am bhokta, I am enjoyer. Of course, because I am enjoyer, that's why I am karta, I am a doer. So that I want to enjoy, me being enjoyer is always predominant in me. And this sense of enjoyment or me being enjoyer is there since beginning. That's why you can see, unless and until that me being enjoyer is predominant, me being a doer cannot be strong. So anybody, that means enjoyment is higher, sense of enjoyment is higher. Especially I see very well with reference to all these presidents of India, not prime ministers, okay? Very clearly I have observed. Because in India, president post is highest constitutional post than prime minister. But prime minister is more powerful than president. Once a person becomes president of India, I am talking in Indian context, being the constitutional head, there is nothing to enjoy. The enjoyership slows down. That's why you can see doership is equally slows down. Unless you are not, there was one not, okay, and he was called a great fellow. That's why by default, many presidents, which is a very personal thing to observe, many presidents, once their term is completed, they leave the body. And few of them I have seen personally, that whosoever doership was stronger, they could survive longer. This is my personal observation. So that means what I am highlighting here is, a person generally survives, lives because of sense of doership. The day you discover that there is nothing to do for you, means all the action has been snatched away from you. For example, you are staying in a place. Why people don't want to live outside? Because you don't have anything to do. You don't have much things to do. Even if your place is very difficult to survive, still you love because there is lot of things to do. So the sense of enjoyment, the enjoyership in you and the doership goes hand in hand together. Whereas if there is only sense of enjoyership, no doership, like as I told you, President of India, he is more enjoyership, there is no doership. Even though legally he is everywhere, but he does not take any credit anywhere. The whole credit goes to Prime Minister of India. And whatever Prime Minister says, he has to say, it is my government does, my government policy. So because the sense of enjoyership becomes weaker, now the sense of doership also slowly slows down. So when the sense of doership slows down, then after that what happens? You don't fit anywhere. Have you not observed? That's why people love to be in trouble. Where the sense of enjoyership is there, and because of sense of enjoyership there is a trouble. Trouble is nothing external. When you say I am in trouble, what does it mean? I am in problem, what does it mean? We have explained in different angle differently. Now here we have to see different way altogether. In management we talk differently, but here when you say I have a problem, what does it mean? It means that the sense of enjoyership is being challenged. Nothing else. The moment the sense of enjoyership in me is being challenged, cornered, and I see there is no hope that my sense of enjoyment will continue the way I want, I saw is a problem. I conclude that situation as a problem. And also I discover that through this enjoyership in me, now the sense of doership also is equally paralyzed. Now that is how life moves. Here is being highlighted this bhokta and karta. Both of them are beginningless. That's why aham iti drudha ya yasya, being stronger, the weight is strong, that is called samsara hetuhu. That is the cause of samsara, means rebirth. The sense of doership in me will decide, sense of enjoyership in me will decide my next birth. Pratyek drushta atmani nivasata. So what is to be done? Now one is supposed to do this identification, do the reflection of one's own self, that is within, not as karta and bhokta. To work, make sure that this kartutva and bhoktutvam, the sense of doership and enjoyership, must not influence me, my way of living, way of functioning. Then only what happens, unless it is completely removed, that's why apaneya should be removed, unless and until it is completely removed, there is no freedom or liberation either. How to see, how to go about it, we'll see tomorrow. Please close your eyes. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.